Welcome to Thoroughbred Action at Gulfstream Park, and it is Pegasus Week. Kicking it off on the Wednesday card, we've got 9 races for you, $800,000 in the gross jackpot guarantee. That kicks off in race 4. Pete Aiello is upstairs with the scratches and the changes.
The weather is beautiful. Chamber of Commerce weather today. Temperatures in the upper 70s. The main track fast. The Tapeta track is always fast, and the turf course is firm. In race 1, we have a field of 8. There are no changes. Racing at Gulfstream. Love My Job off slow. The first race favorite, Amori Control, wins the break and looks for a clear advantage. Challenged on either side by Girl By and Val's Gal. They'll second and third. Whatchamacall's out in the center while racing in fourth. It's a length and a half to Downton Tabby in front of Bullock. Paired off at the back into Touring and Love My Job. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn with rail position and the lead. Amori Control by a neck. 3 wide Whatchamacall, 2-path Val's Gal. On from fourth is Girl By, racing ahead of a driven Bullock. Out 3 wide and Downton Tabby trying to warm to the task is into Touring, and Love My Job is last. Jose Ortiz and Amori Control, well rationed on the top end. They still have the lead off the turn. Others working hard in behind. Girl By looks for a way through. Val's Gal continues to charge at him with 1/8 of a mile left. Roused on the top end, Amori Control leads by 2. Off cover, Girl By to attack mode second. Back to third, Val's Gal. There's a 16th to go with her ears up. Amori Control is still in front. And Amori Control is a first race winner. Second is Girl By, well clear of Val's Gal third. Bullock is fourth in 102 and 3. And they're off. From the center, Wild Flight and Ginger Snapjack, both well served at the break. Here's Sir Goosa on the go. Handsome runners up on the outside. Angling for racing room is Prix de West, who's off the speed today, passed by Battalion Runner, and the early trailer is the late running Antillion. They make their way out of the chute and on to the main track. Edgar Zayas sends Sir Goosa to the top. He's there 3 parts of a length. Second is Ginger Snapjack up on the outside. Handsome Runner is now third. Wild Flight is fourth in front of Battalion Bound, who races from fifth. Sixth early is Prix de West, and still seventh and last is Antillion. The opening quarter was just 24 and 3 as they head 5 furlongs from the wire. Sir Goosa has the lead. He leads by a length and a half. Ginger Snapjack and Wild Flight second and third. Handsome Runner begins to being asked to quicken, but he's dropping back now. Battalion Bound in the green colors down at the inside is on the improve. Then Prix de West, and still it's 3 to the trailer, Antillion. They went the half in 48 seconds flat as they leave the backstretch and move around the far turn. Sir Goosa's had a pretty easy time of it. He runs to the top of the stretch, 2.5 on top. Ginger Snapjack is together with Wild Flight second and third. A gap of 4 more to Battalion Bound. Circling horses but giving up ground is Antillion. There's a 1/4 mile left to go. They went 3 quarters and 1:13 and 1, and they're at the top of the stretch. Sir Goosa turns for home on top by 2.5. Way out in the center is Antillion. Ginger Snapjack, Battalion Bound out the rail. They come past the 8th pole. Sir Goosa clear by 2.5. Weaving between horses, Antillion surging late and up on the outside, Ginger Snapjack. Antillion's gaining good ground. Antillion is in a win photo. That's very, very close. Antillion and Sir Goosa in the win picture. Third is even close as well between Ginger Snapjack and Battalion Bound. They complete the course in 1:40 and 1.
The Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association invites you to be inspired. Breed in a place like no other. Prepare at world-class training centers. Race in the sunshine.
And they're off in the Dr. Figure.
Be inspired.
The Best 2-Year-Old by legendary sire Quality Road.
Get back, $1,500,000.
Very, very impressive debut. Cantering home. Could not have been more impressive.
Coast to coast in the American Pharaoh. He's the real deal.
Undefeated and unchallenged at 2.
He's just too good. He wins the Breeders' Cup Juvenile.
Corniche.
And they're off. Good start for Danley. Good start inside for Norfie. They're the first two into stride. Ridden for the early lead, Wednesday Night Lad, and the favorite Shaw Tin's not far away. Nico's Having Fun drops to last of all as they run out of the chute. It's Danley in front with Wednesday Night Lad moving to him at the inside. Out wide on the course, it's Ensign Skip who's third. 2.5 to Shaw Tin in the fourth spot from an angled out Norfie in fifth. And the trailer is Nico's Having Fun. They complete a quarter mile in 24-2 as they have 5 furlongs remaining here. Jockey Paca Lopez and Wednesday Night Lad clear a length and a half. Danley is second from Ensign Skip, who's out in the center. The gray Shaw Tin down toward the inside. He's in a joint fourth at this stage with a wide-running Norfie. The trailer is Nico's Having Fun. They move to the half-mile point to the contest. They went the half and a time of 47-4. The leader, Wednesday Night Lad, by a length. Ensign Skip is second. 3 wide, that's Norfie into third. Looking for room at the rail is Shaw Tin. Danley drops back a touch, and not keeping up right now, the trailer, Nico's Having Fun. At the 3 furlong point, Wednesday Night Lad under pressure. 3 wide Norfie, 2 path, Ensign Skip. They're almost 3 as 1. 2.5 more to Shaw Tin. The favorite is about 4 lengths off the embattled trio as they complete 3 quarters in 1:12-2. Less than a quarter of a mile to come. Wednesday Night Lad is still the target. On the outside, Norfie tries to bridge the gap at the rail at Shaw Tin. Ensign Skip drops back a touch. There's an 1/8 of a mile to go. Norfie's trying to reach Wednesday Night Lad. Wednesday Night Lad is in front. Norfie with one final push. Wednesday Night Lad digs in. Wednesday Night Lad wins. Norfie was second. Third was Ensign Skip. Shaw Tin even. He was fourth in 1:38 flat. And they're off. Level beginning. Rios is riding Principia for the early lead, and Perez is on the go with Jellicoe Cat. Speeding through with their inside is Karen's Honor. Back from behind the speed is Sylvia V's Heroes as Baja Secret gets started on the outside. Miles of Smiles improves at the inside, and out in the center is Zosterop. So it's a contentious early pace as they're almost 3 in line. From between horses, Principia, down at the inside, Karen's Honor, and up on the outside, Baja Secret. They won an opening quarter in 23 seconds flat. They're 2.5 better than another trio of Zosterop, Jellicoe Cats, and Miles of Smiles. And now the trailer is Sylvia V's Heroes. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn, 3/8 of a mile away. The leader is Principia, 3 parts of a length from Baja Secret second. Karen's Honor is now third, Zosterop is fourth. Then Jellicoe Cats and Miles of Smiles. Still out the back is Sylvia V's Heroes. They went the half in 46-1, and they have less than 5/16 to go. The leader is Principia. She's traveling the best of the top horses here. She's a length and a half in front of Baja Secret second. Karen's Honor's going to try a rebid. Miles of Smiles is next. Looking for room at the rail is Sylvia V's Heroes. They're at the top of the stretch. Principia, Rios asked her to finish it up. She's 3 in front, an 1/8 of a mile out. The one finishing up is toward the rail. Sylvia V's Heroes charging into second. Miles of Smiles on the outside. 16th to run. Principia driven out. She's a winner. Principia is in front. Principia by a length and a half. Good late rally from last from Sylvia V's Heroes. She was second. Miles of Smiles third in 1:25 flat. And they're off. In the middle, it's Bustin' Bullet and Cardio Princess, the first two to begin. From the far outside, Love Rhapsody is on the go. Kitten Zen works over. She's now into a joint fourth. Moving out the rail, it's Belshazzar. Then it's a length and a half to Mary Catherine. She also works over from the high draw. Fast Kimmy is along the rail. Back from there, it's Lady Azteca together with Rosie Tomorrows. They're about 8 lengths behind. On the far outside, it's Crimson Princess. The two at the back are Sister Nell and Confer. They complete the opening quarter in 23-2. And up front, Bustin' Bullet taking pace pressure from Love Rhapsody. Their heads apart. And between horses, Belshazzar is now third from the race favorite Cardio Princess. Well spotted fourth toward the rail. Kitten Zen is 3 wide. Then Mary Catherine together with Fast Kimmy. Out a bit deep on the course goes Crimson Princess. She's 7 lengths off the speed. At the rail, Lady Azteca, and from between horses, Rosie Tomorrows. Still out the back are Sister Nell and Confer. They went to half in 47-2 as they leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. It's Bustin' Bullet and Love Rhapsody continuing to spar. Looking for room now is Cardio Princess, getting started 4 wide. Kitten Zen. On her back goes Crimson Princess. Looking for a run is Mary Catherine as they reach the top of the stretch. They move to the top of the stretch now through 3 quarters and 11-2. Things getting tight behind the top horses as up on the outside, Kitten Zen rallies forward. Looking for room and finding it is Cardio's Princess, and right back at him is Belshazzar. Down the center, an elite run from Sister Nell with Crimson Princess. They come past the 16th pole. Plenty of hopes here, but it's Cardio Princess who gains the upper hand. Cardio Princess wins. I think it's Kitten Zen second, close after that in 134-4. And they're off. Poor start, cruising for chaos. Quick start for the favorite, Shady World, who heads right off for the early lead. Trying to run with him early is for some reason on the outside. Shuffled back is Rise My Guy. Out in the center goes Lace Up. Then Jiggery Pokery and Natural Star as they head to the half-mile point. With the lead, Shady World by a length. For some reason is their second, 2 better than the gray Jiggery Pokery. He's now third. Lace Up on the outside is now fourth, 2 in front of Natural Star. Then Rise My Guy, and the trailer is Cruisin' for Chaos. The opening quarter was pretty strong here, 22-1 as they round the far turn at the 5/16. Shady World leads 3 parts of a length, for some reason is second. A gap of 3 more to Lace Up, who's encouraged to try to gain on the in-battle duo. Jiggery Pokery and Natural Star are next. They pass the quarter-mile mark with Shady World still the target, still under very confident Paco handling. 45-2 for the half-mile speed. It's Shady World off the turn on top by 2 for some reason. Takes aim second, well clear of Natural Star, who's now third with Lace Up back to fourth. Final 1/8 of a mile and no dangers for the leader. Shady World on the board at 4-5, and that 4-5 is easy money by 5 in the end. Second was for some reason, third was Natural Star, and fourth was Lace Up in 110 flat. And they're off. Sergeant Molly begins quickly with Omo 10 Girl and Chaina. Face the Music makes it a party. Into the top flight, Starship Sunrise. Also moving forward is Cajun Fantasy ahead of a team including Brodacious Bren and Walks Like a Lady, who's down at the inside. Angie from Cullum's out sprinted, while second last, the early trailer Gitana. They speed to the forward turn now. The leader is Sergeant Molly with Face the Music up alongside in second. 3 wide, Omo 10 Girl is now third. Bodacious Bren, blue colors behind them. Cajun Fantasy between horses. Then Chaina and Starship Sunrise wide on the course. That's Angie from Cullum looking for room, pretty keen. Walks Like a Lady's in traffic, and out the back is Gitana. They pass a quarter in 21-3, and they sprint for home. It's a stacking, packing group. The leader is still Sergeant Molly off the corner in front. Looking for room now, Bodacious Bren, loose for the drive. Omo 10 Girl trying to split horses. Cajun Fantasy down the center and pretty keen. 1/8 of a mile to go. Sergeant Molly still in front. On the inside, Bodacious Bren. From the far outside, pretty keen, surging forward late to the wire. It's Sergeant Molly still there. Solid Sergeant Molly wins over Bodacious Bren second in 102-4. They're off.
Coast to Coast Pick 5. $1 minimum. Player-friendly 15% takeout. Coast to Coast Pick 5. Every weekend.
And they're off. From the inside, Swan Lake gets the first call. Grand Journey's going to run with him. Cadet Corps comes away in the top flight. He'll angle over and race from third. At the rail, it's Sambaru. Second last early is Desolator. And this favorite, the Great Oz, is last to get underway. The top two speed off. Swan Lake closed as the favorite, and he's in front to the first turn, clear a length and a quarter. Grand Journey is second at the rail. Sambaru now third, fourth to Cadet Corps. Desolator is a settled fifth, and the trailer is the Great Oz. Opening quarter pretty strong, 23-1 as they have less than 6 furlongs to go. Paca Lopez and Swan Lake with the lead by a length. Grand Journey is second. Good trip here for Sambaru. Third at the rail for Bravo, followed fourth by Cadet Corps. Desolator is second last, and the trailer is the Great Oz. The leader is Grand Journey and Swan Lake. They go as one as they head to the half-mile point with Swan Lake in front through a 47.5 mile. Grand Journey latched onto him second at the rail. Sambaru is now third. Cadet Corps is fourth in the two-path, two better than Desolator. And still out the back is the Great Oz. He hasn't picked up his feet yet as they round the forward turn. 5/16 from home. The leader is still Swan Lake. Grand Journey testing him on the outside. Bravo's had a sweet setup with Sambaru. He needs some place to go now. From the outside, it's Cadet Corps, then Desolator. The Great Oz tries to slide through toward the rail as they straighten for the drive. Off covers Sambaru to try to get the embattled duo an 1/8 of a mile out. And now Sambaru surging forward to the lead. From between horses, Cadet Corps, the Great Oz, and Desolator down the stand side. To the wire. Here comes Desolator surging. Desolator's getting up. Desolator won it. Desolator and Tyler Gaffleone with a big stretch kick. They beat Sambaru in 134 flat. And runners away. Eyes of Champion slow out of there. On the stretch out, the Great Caesar, ridden for the early advantage, and he'll get it there by a length and a half over Swath away in second. Iraq's a bit keen, Don't Let Me Down on his outside. Saving ground while down toward the rail is Glorious Tribute, then Pluma Roja ahead of Euphoria Star. The early trailer is Eyes of Champion. In the run around the first turn, the Great Caesar sets up shop on the lead for Irad Ortiz Jr. He's there a length and a half. Swath is second, a length and a half back to Don't Let Me Down, who closes the favorite and is now third. Tugging between horses is Pluma Rojas. Iraq is 3 wide. At the rail, it's Glorious Tribute in front of the second last runner, Euphoria Star. The trailer is Eyes of Champion. 24-3 for the opening quarter. We're less than 5 furlongs from the wire. With the advantage, the Great Caesar in a bid to make all. Swath, the nearest pursuer, second. Moving up on the far outside is Euphoria Star. That's going to force Iraq to go or lose his spot. At the rail, it's Don't Let Me Down. Then back to the rail in Glorious Tribute. Eyes of Champion and covered up between Pluma Roja. They round the far turn. They went to half in 48-3, and the pace picks up. The Great Caesar still has the lead. Swath moving to him now pretty well for Gaffleone in second. Vasquez working overtime on Iraqi's 3 wide third. At the rail, that's Don't Let Me Down in fourth, followed fifth by Pluma Roja. They're inside a quarter of a mile from home. On the inside, the Great Caesar fights to hold it. He's got a bit of kick. From the outside, Swath tries to get by. Off cover, Don't Let Me Down. Iraq is not doing it. There's an eighth of a mile to go. It's still the Great Caesar in front. Don't Let Me Down charging hard for Jose Ortiz. Swath between. Don't Let Me Down gaining gradually on the Great Caesar, but the Great Caesar is close to home, and he's hanging on to win it. The Great Caesar by a half a length in the end over Don't Let Me Down second. Third was Swath, 140 flat.
And that's a wrap on the 9-race Wednesday card. Again, starting Pegasus week here. The big day is Saturday the 27th. Still some limited tickets out there. Get them for you. But Thursday, we've got 9 races for you. Hope to see you out here at beautiful Gulfstream Park.